Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the brilliant De Ligt has both the intelligence and physical traits to make him a class apart as a centre-half. Long passes are something he's really been working on, and he'll provide a lot of quality diagonal balls for the attack to latch onto, so keep your eye on that.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And it's made its way to him. Out to the left it goes. Puskás. Well read, nice interception. Distributed tidily.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Puskás. Spread it left. Back into the middle. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! And he's done it! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Satriano. Great defending, strong and determined. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Hazard has it in a wide position. Now the delivery. Tries to get it clear. Crossed in again. And it's hoisted clear. That's an excellent interception. He won't be happy with that one. Good chance here! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Szoboszlai goes short. That has been knocked clear. Lyon are looking to go forward now.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Liverpool are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And this is Puskás! Puskás! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Maitland-Niles tries to play it through. Played through for the wide man. Oh, what a... Oh, it rattles the bar. Szoboszlai. Beckham. Spread out to the left. Now it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cruyff. Threads one in. Thinks about the shot. Tolisso. Chance here to counter. Liakate. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Puskás. Maitland-Niles. Lyon finding their passes. And no, that was never going to make it. Moved on forwards.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Over to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Liverpool are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And it's Szoboszlai. Cruyff could try cutting inside here. He is through here. Looks across and plays it in. Satriano. Satriano receives it in a good position here. Stood up well to him there. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He's in plenty of space here. He's in space and looking for options. So to play, and it is a goal kick. Tessman. Liakate.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Liakate. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Liverpool have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs.
Here we go again then. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Liakate, Tessman, nicely spread. Maitland-Niles.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he thumps it clear. Tolisso.
This is the time you need that pace.
Hangs in across. And the keeper beats it away. And he's there to belt it away. It's a throw-in. Cruyff. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Tessman. That has been slung wide. Mbappe, played out to the left flank. Szoboszlai looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Cruyff. Oh, he's been caught napping. Great ball, and he's in here. He's had a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro 20.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Szoboszlai. It's a good-looking delivery.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Beckham. Now Robson. Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cruyff. And he's cut it out. And it's Hernandez. Now it's... Oh, shooting chance! Tessman. That has not gone well. Now, can he find a finish? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the pass is intercepted. Szoboszlai. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Tolisso does well to get it back. Tolisso. Oh, what has happened here? And he's whipped it across. Hernandez clears it away. In once more. Liverpool leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Looking for the run. Played out to the right. He has found a way through. And this is Cruyff. Hazard. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Maitland-Niles. I think we're just about done here. And the return pass. And it's Hazard. Beckham. And it's Soboslai. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Tessman. And we're done. Liverpool have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Hernandez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And this is now today's
Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team creates space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
So it's away we go then. And it's Cruyff.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a delicate pass. And this is Hazard. Hazard with the delivery. And that should get the job done. Soboslai with the short one. The ball goes in. Auxerre are looking to go forward now. Hernandez. De Ligt. And it's Beckham. That has been slung wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's neat. And it's played in. Mbappe. He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. And he whips it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
And now they can spring out of defence. Namaso. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Quality ball. Cruyff. First quarter of an hour gone. And that's going right the way across. And it's Azar. Can he get on the end of this? That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. Knocks it out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Crossed into the middle. Liverpool are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Namaso goes on a charge down the left. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that interception was most necessary. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Plays a sharp little ball here. No, that's been intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's looking wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Azar! He scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
After 29 minutes is number 4, Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
15 minutes till half-time. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, good spread. Namaso. Over to the left. Spread it left. Hazard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hernandez. That's a good ball out wide. Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nice interception. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's got away. No foul, says the referee. Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And back to the keeper.
There will be 1 minute at a
Monday
time.
threads one in. Hernandez. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps, the only things lacking.
Please turn towards the screen.
There's plenty
for
of positives to
special
take despite the
presentation
lead being
featuring
so
guest
small,
performance
Peter.
today.
I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Liverpool happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Mbappe. Beckham. And that's been drilled in. Cleared without complication. We're back in possession and ready to go again. Mbappe. Mbappe! They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Number 10, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Robson. More and more pressure on the ball here. Played out to the left flank.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Front-footed pressing going on here. Spread out to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's there to clear it.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Puskás. Hazard. It's a really well-measured ball. So what can they make of this? Looking to play him in. Oh, super ball. Crosses it in. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Puskás. Now Mbappe. Now it's Puskás. And here's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Knocks it into space. Just eases him off the ball. Hernandez. Szoboszlai. And it's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. Lovely feet. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitutions taking place.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Hazard. Robson. And he's intervened well there. "75 minutes played. Now it's Puskás. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now the breakaway. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. Shot could be on. And the shot! He has done it! And they are right back within touch! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Auxerre give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Szoboszlai receives it in a wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hernandez. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he welcomes it in. Takes a shot! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a lovely, delicate pass. Beckham. Distributed tidily. Cruyff could try cutting inside here. That's very neat. Cruyff.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Hernandez. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Namaso. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Azar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left-back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another one of them. I think the modern game has allowed him to do what fullbacks are doing generally. They're thriving in terms of getting forward, getting into deep opposition space, and he's one that can't resist any opportunity to make those penetrating runs.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, we're on the way. And the lineup suggests, Jim, that it's going to be a 3-4-3 formation.
Yeah, Peter, and I would say that this setup is probably mostly geared to the front three. I think keeping them busy with chance.
And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Schick clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Garcia. Robson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Hoffman. And the ball is out of play. De Ligt. Hernandez. Now Mbappe. Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Hazard. Grimaldo. Can he get on the end of this? I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? Beckham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Liverpool so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a delicate pass. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Puskás looking sharp there. It's a promising position. Showing good feet. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Cruyff. It's a good run down the right. Mbappe. Grimaldo, distributed tidily. Now it's Schick. And it's Grimaldo. Great vision. And he was quick to react. Beckham. Mbappe. And it's Szoboszlai. And he's picked it up out wide. Very nicely done. Szoboszlai. Requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. Garcia. Half an hour played now. Thinks about the shot. That's a good ball out wide. Hoffman cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Hazard is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bayer Leverkusen were a team looking... It's sick! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Garcia. There's the shot! Has a look and plays it forward. And now a sudden chance to counter. Szoboszlai. Shot, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
And he's there to clear it. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Now it's Hoffmann. Schick. Over to the left. And it's Grimaldo. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Hazard. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And we're off again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Good ball, good take. Hernandez pokes it out wide. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Spread out to the left. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that looks a decent chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Garcia, nicely spread. Now it's Hoffmann. Hazard, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Smoothly does it. Mbappe. Garcia. Schick. And it's Cruyff. Threads one in. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Chips it through. And he's managed to get rid. And he's only too happy to take that back. Grimaldo. Looking for the run, and he welcomes shoots! It's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Liverpool have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
60 minutes played. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Puskas. Well read, and the danger is averted. Hoffman hurtling down that right flank. And that's another good win of the ball.
Bayer Leverkusen really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting man. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Robson is offering a right smile there.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, no joy this time. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Cruyff. Now he's got space here. He slings it, big header! Oh, crossbar! Tapsoba gets it clear. Cruyff. He's got a Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing and there's no compromise.
And it's Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Robson! Oh, it's fallen loose again! No mistake! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Ben Seguir coming on here. They need a difference maker.
Yeah, this will make things interesting. He's definitely one of those players who can deliver in a situation like this.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now it's Ben Seguir.
That's good play from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. It's a pretty loose pass. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Andrik. Now it's Teller. And he's managed to get free. And now the breakaway. Robson played out towards the right wing. Grimaldo. Ben Seguir tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. Liverpool clearly now in lead preservation mode. Chance for a shot! And it's in! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Now some movement on the bench and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Bayer Leverkusen give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And it's Cruyff. Quality ball. Tapsoba tries to clear. Aimed beyond the defence. And that will be it. Liverpool pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Puskás claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And this is now today's lineup.
Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be...
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Hernandez. Beckham. Now Robson. He won't be happy with that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cruyff. He's on it. Can he get away? Flings in across.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He is just caressing the ball. Konsa been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Tielemans kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Puskas, nicely spread. Cruyff has it in a wide position. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cash. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Cash. That's very neat. Now it's McGinn. And it's made it, and he shoots! Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's McGinn. And it's Tielemans. Puskas running with the ball. It's a promising position. Puskas. Hernandez. Shifted it to the flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Cruyff. And it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Szoboszlai. Now, can they get him away? He's being... And the shot! He scored! First blood drawn. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Beckham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Hernandez. And this is Puskas. Chance, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. The ball goes in. Mbappe! He clears. And this is Puskas. And he's charged for a shot. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Camera distributed tidily. Spread it left. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Tries to get it clear. Danger averted for now. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Liverpool find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
You can never be short of runners into space.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Liverpool very much in control here, 3 up and cruising.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
Here we go again. Tielemans. And here's Watkins, knocks it out wide. Now it's McGinn, tries to cross. Oh, important interception. Now it's Cruyff. Pau Torres. To Camara. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Cruyff. Oh, nice touch. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's a corner kick. Soboslai plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He's got away. Digne. Liverpool 3 up and in almost complete control. Driving on and making good progress. Shot could be on, and it's played into the middle. Mbappe is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard. Can he get onto this? Oh, terrible pass. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe. Hazard being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Buendia. Nicely weighted ball. Beckham simply refused to be outdone there. That's a good ball out wide. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Substitution in progress.
Tielemans. Marlen. Now that looks a decent ball. To Camara. Watkins is onto this. Picked out. He's having a shot! Szoboszlai. Robson.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Taking place.
Szoboszlai gets a foot in here. Camara. Now it's Watkins. Now it's Marlen. Looking for the run. And that's a dangerous... Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Szoboszlai. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Pau Torres. Konsa. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Cash. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Kamara. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Liverpool looking to pass their way through. That is good alertness. Pau Torres. Cash. And it's Barkley. Out to the left it goes. That has ended up in no man's land. Now there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Robson has found the net here, of course. He's through here. He's found the way through. Cruyff. Played out to the left flank. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Real chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to belt it away. And that is that. Liverpool looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Azar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
As it is about to be towed away.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olympico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, somebody who really has impressed me in many ways is Alessio Romagnoli. I mean, I've watched him since his debut, and every time I see him, he just looks as if he's getting better, whether it's covering or whether using his anticipation. I think at this rate, he could go on to earn a place next to some of the real greats.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So we're up and running.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Tia! Goal! Lazio! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So, a breakthrough already. That's a sharp pass. Robson. That has been slung wide. Now it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Isaacson. And it's Guendouzi. Oh, played through for the wide man. And here's Guendouzi. Nice big header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Marosic. Hila. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out to the right. Dia. No, it's come to nothing. Quality ball. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Hazard. Puskas. Searching pass he's played there. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Guendouzi. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's made its way to him. Robson unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Threads one in. Marosic looking to run onto it. Robson.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Crosses it in. He gets big. Oh, off the bar. He's missed, but not by that far. Zaccagni. Pellegrini. Now Romagnoli. Cataldi. And it's Basic. Guendouzi. Opts for safety. Zaccagni. Knocks it into space. And he's picked it up out wide. Pellegrini, here's onto this. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Lazio are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Dia. Stood up well to him there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Thinks about the shot. Incoming to... He's got tall. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Szoboszlai. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot could be on. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's gone backward here. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hernandez cross, and one more try! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Szoboszlai plays it short. He's had a shot! Mbappe tries to play it through. Header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time.
Basic.
Now it's Basic. Clipped into space. That has been knocked clear. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. This looks promising. Now the cross. Oh, smashing header! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Isaacson duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
A case now of complete control. Robson. And it's Cruyff. Pellegrini. Hila. That's Cataldi. And it's Guendouzi. Now it's Sakani. Beckham. Now Mbappe. Hernandez. Cataldi. And Puskás! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che per la vostra sicurezza è in funzione un sistema di telecamere.
So off we go once more. So 45 minutes to turn it round. And it's Basic. He's in space and looking for options. Tries to pass it through. Zaccagni. Now the delivery. It's a goal kick. Mbappe. Beckham. Hernandez. Mbappe. Cruyff. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
You've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact and sheer class.
Liverpool give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Hila. And it's Romagnoli. That's Cataldi. And it's Marusic.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. And it's hoisted clear. Pellegrini. And it's Marusic.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Isaacson.
80.607 spettatori.
Marusic. Dia, given the lift of his goal. Marusic engages and forces him off the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? He can run onto that, and this is Puskás. He's gone for goal! Zaccagni. Hila. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Puskás. Puskás with the cross. Well, there's the clearance. Liverpool have it back and can go again. And it's Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, that pass isn't the best. Cataldi. Romagnoli. Hila. Isaacson. 75 minutes played. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's a shade optimistic. Beckham. Now it's Puskás. Hazard gets into some space. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Il numero 9, Pedro. Il numero 11, il numero 5.
Now it's Cruyff, Puskás. Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And for a moment, time stood still. And it's Guendouzi. Good ball, good take. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Climbs up big. He No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Numero 11.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3. Robson. And it's Hernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zaccagni. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Il quarto
Take
uomo
back.
indica 2
Just
minuti
too
di
much
recupero.
pressure. Had to go that way.
Quick look, then plays it in. And he's there to clear it. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. They really do have to make something of this. Now this could be a chance. So much time and space here. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And this is now today's lineup.
Liverpool have gone with a 3-4-3 formation by the looks of it, Jim.
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system. It's not as easy for the front three to get behind the ball quickly if one of the wing-backs is pushed on. Then the boys in the engine room have serious cover to provide. So a lot of hard work has to go into this, and at times you can get stretched. But, boy, it can work at one end.
So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the winger Lee Kang-in is a very interesting player, Peter, because there's something almost unique about the way he dribbles.
It's Asa! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
By. Now it's Ramos. That's a shade optimistic. De Ligt. Robson. Now Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Out to the right. De Ligt does really well to win the ball there. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Shifted it to the flank. Hazard picks it up out wide. Oh, nice touch. Hazard with the delivery.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Robson tries to pass it. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Now it's Beckham. He's having a shot. In he goes again. Big chance. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Well, they could break here. Gonzalo Ramos receives it in a good position here. He's picked his way through. Climbs up big. De Ligt attempts a clearance. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Paris Saint-Germain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Robson, over to the left. Mbappe chooses to go crossfield. And it's Soboslai. Cross to the back post. It's out for a goal kick. Sabani. Now Beraldo. Sabani. And it's Neves. Mayulu. João Neves. Mbai. And Mayulu. Hernandez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Soboslai. Soboslai! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through with from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He's found a way through. Beckham. And this is Beckham. Hazard played into the middle. And that has been cleared. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Zaire Emery. Sabani. Beraldo. Nuno Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out to the left flank. And it's Neves. Mayulu's, oh, smashing header!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Gonzalo Ramos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's looking wide. Now it's Hazard. No, that's been intercepted. João Neves. Now it's Ramos. Mbaye. Gonzalo Ramos. And it's made its way to him. Gonzalo Ramos with a beautifully timed run. Szoboszlai. Now Robson.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No way through. Beraldo. Vitinha. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Now it's Ramos. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Liverpool head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Please welcome everyone, our lads. Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Puskás. Beraldo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Szoboszlai does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Hazard, can he get it through? That looks a good ball through. He is through here. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable... And Puskás! Oh, split-second reaction.
Puskás clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's a sharp little ball here. Mayulu. João Neves could try cutting inside here. Hernandez gets it away. And he's been shifted off it. Beckham. Hernandez. And it's Beckham. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Szoboszlai. Knocks it into space. Great ball if he can get there. Takes a shot! Mayulu. João Neves. Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitinha. João Neves. Gonçalo Ramos is onto this. Mbappe. Mbappe goes on a charge down the left. Now Robson. And that has been slung wide. Robson. Oh, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Beraldo.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Lee Kang-in. And it's Neves. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's got away. Shoots! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Puskás! Puskás!
Time for a change in personnel.
Substitution.
Liverpool find a position of real strength now. Nuno Mendes. And it's Neves. Dembele. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now it's Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Szoboszlai plays it in. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff! Rising over the bar. Liverpool are coasting towards victory.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Now it's Doué, Mayulu, João Neves, and Mayulu. This looks promising. Tries to play it through. And the finish!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Mbappe. And it's Cruyff. Spread out to the left.
Has been indicated.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nuno Mendes. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Liverpool pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Puskás taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
So we're up and running.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and a commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
Pablo Torre.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckham. Hazard chasing after it. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe. And it's Beckham. For Szoboszlai. Now it's Puskás. Strokes it back. De Ligt. Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gets a good foot in there. Knocks it out wide. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cruyff. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Joseph receives it in a good position here. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. He's a sharp little ball. Joseph! Liverpool still without a single shot on target. Hernandez. Now Mbappe. Now it's Torre. Joseph is onto this. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's the chance to counter. Robson. Azar. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez stood his ground strongly. Mbappe! Mbappe finds himself offside. Mbappe. And it's Beckham. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Szoboszlai. Hernandez. Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Hernandez has it in a wide position. Mallorca deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly...
Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's in a great position here. The ball has bounced loose now. Torre really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Torre. And he's had a hit! Oh, it's come off the upright. Beckham.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now Robson. Szoboszlai receives it in a wide position. Looking for options for movement. The ball goes in. And that is expertly dealt with. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Azar.
Habrá un minuto de
Throw it.
descuento.
Costa. Torre looking to get on the end of this. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Liverpool are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Joseph. Now that looks a decent ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that was vital. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far, and shifted it to the flank. And it's Hernandez. It's run loose here. Costa, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Hazard aimed beyond the defence. Very nicely done. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Team still separated by the game's only goal.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's good play. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
De Ligt getting this one clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Szoboszlai. And this is Beckham. Mallorca can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
El dorsal 20 será sustituido por el dorsal 14.
Costa. And he's quick to snatch it back. That's a decent clearance. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Played towards the other side. Costa. Mallorca finding their passes. Engages and forces him off the ball. Azar. Joseph. Robson given the lift of his goal. Azar. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Mallorca making another change here.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now, can they get him away? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Mallorca making consecutive changes here. So the die is cast. It is time for... Header comes in! And somehow he managed to miss it.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Szoboszlai. And it's Cruyff. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played back to the goalkeeper. De Ligt. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Beckham. Now it's Puskás. Out to the right. Back into the middle. That has been knocked clear. What a throw in. Oh, that's delightful. Robson. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's been given away. And he's gone searching crossfield. And it's Azar. Can he get on the end of this? Hernandez gets into some space. And that's going to be a goal kick. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. De Ligt. It's a good ball out wide. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Nicely spread. Played back in. Chance for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Hernandez. So that's it. It is all over. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Robson claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And this is now today's lineup.
Liverpool have gone with a 3-4-3 formation by the looks of it, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, and I would say that this setup is probably mostly geared to the front three. I think keeping them busy with chances is obviously a responsibility for everyone else in the team, so the midfield four in particular are keen to get on the front foot and play their part. The back three have just got to get on with it, and at times they are left a little exposed.
So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his delivery and his distribution are consistently excellent, and once he starts finding spaces about 5 to 10 yards outside the box, he can be a real handful for any opposition.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Beckham. Played out towards the right wing. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Szoboszlai. Referee has just said play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And here's Thuram. Played back in. Oh, what a ball! Neither side especially adventurous early on. Azar. Azar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. DiMarco. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Martinez. DiMarco. Flashes it across. It's out for a goal kick. Mbappe. Robson. He's looking wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Robson. Beckham. Hernandez. Hazard might just make this. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Carlos Augusto. There's the crossfield ball. DiMarco chasing after it. And it's Çalhanoğlu out to the right. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's a throw-in. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's straight offside. Szoboszlai. Now it's Cruyff. To Beckham. Tries to pass it through. Great ball, and he's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Çalhanoğlu. Carlos Augusto. He's in a great position here. Carlos Augusto. Now it's Thuram. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now it's DiMarco, played in deep. And the ball is out of play. Hernandez. Now Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Over to the left. DiMarco. It's a goal kick. Mbappe. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Martinez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe. Szoboszlai is... And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Now it's Martinez. Hernandez calmly anticipates. Robson. Barella. Acerbi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Thuram. It's a good ball out wide. All the way back. Hernandez. Now Robson. Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram. It's a really well-measured ball.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Acerbi. Akanji. Barella. Akanji. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And Sucic, played out to the left flank. DiMarco goes pelting down that left-hand side. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Çalhanoğlu goes short. Cross needs... Up he goes! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And it's made its way to him. That has been slung wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Thuram. Shifted it to the flank. And it's DiMarco. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, nice touch. Robson. Sucic. DiMarco. This looks promising. Brilliantly cut out. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Mbappe! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Spread out to the left. Now it's Hazard. Robson.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Inter Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Acerbi. Ambitious ball here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Now it's Hazard. Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Puskás. And the flag has stayed down.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box.
Shot a goal! Yes, he's done it! Finally, finally, finally! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Johan Cruyff! Johan Cruyff! Johan Cruyff!
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Liverpool take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Very much into the last knockings. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Dumfries. Diving header! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Szoboszlai gets into some space. And it's Beckham. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary
Everyone,
box, I'm
please
glad to
welcome
report,
our players.
is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And this is now today's lineup.
Leeds have gone with a
Number
4-5-1, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So it's down to business here.
I think in Puskás we have someone who you can call the world's first international sports star. He was a man so prolific that he almost scored for fun. He even has an award named after him for the outstanding goal of that year, scored across world football.
And he was the very epitome of an out-and-out goal scorer. Those that follow England will well recall him as the architect of Hungary's famous 6-3 win against them.
Such a quick-witted player, Peter, as well, who could tie the best defenders in knots. And we can't forget about his wonderful left foot.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Okafor could move up a gear here. Turns back here, probably the best option. Goodmanson. And it's Ampadu.
Out to the right.
Azar. Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? Numecha. Now it's Aronson.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hazard picks it up out wide. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Soboslai. And this is Puskás. Can he finish? It's anyone's... Oh, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. No goals as yet. Rodon. Bogle. Now it's Aronson. Numecha. It's a really well-measured ball. Okafor. Numecha just eases him off the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Puskás. Looking for options for movement. Ampadu. And it's Aronson.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Longstaff. Robson. It's Cruyff. Now it's Soboslai. Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Chance! It's in! so smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
The goal scorer after 27 minutes is number 14, Pushkash.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Spread it left. Knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's the throw. Ampadu. And he's had it nicked away. He's got away. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bogle. Okafor. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he welcomes it in. Aronson.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Soboslai. Nemecha, nicely spread. He's in space and looking for options. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's straight offside. Aronson tries to pass it through, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Robson, now it's Puskás. Now it's Cruyff. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Soboslai looking to penetrate opposition lines. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Hello, everybody, and
On the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Liverpool, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Now it's Puskás.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fired deep towards the back post. Lucas Perry claims it. Safe hands.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Good ball, good take. Pass somewhat off target. Okafor. Okafor! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Longstaff with the short one. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. What a throw in. Opts for safety. Beckham. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Aronson. Ampadu. And Rodon. Aronson. Okafor. Numecha. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's the shot!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's having a shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
After 64 minutes is...
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Leeds grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Mbappe. That's tidy. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. This time, surely! And he's gone looking for safety. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Longstaff. Now that looks a decent ball, and that is expertly dealt with. Beckham. Now Mbappe.
And it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Robson, spread out to the left. Longstaff.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pass is just off target. And he's quick to get it clear again. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Number 2, number 11, coming on the field, number 24.
Shoot!
Number 20.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's gone backward here. Shapes to shoot! Played out towards the right wing.
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances they can have. One, maybe two, really.
Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Calvert-Lewin joining us now. I think we all anticipated that.
Well, why complicate matters, Peter? You need a goal as quickly as possible, and it could very well work with him in the lineup.
Calvert-Lewin.
Longstaff. Oh, that's a key interception. Robson. And this is Puskás. Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now the breakaway. Calvert-Lewin. Harrison. Now it's Okafor. Harrison. Okafor is onto this. He's had it taken off him. Cleared without complication. 5 minutes left on the clock. Not the most accurate pass. That has not gone well. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Cruyff. Robson providing an outlet on that flank. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up.
There will be 3
And this is
minutes
Azar.
at a time.
Rodon did well to stay calm there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Longstaff. And the counter is on. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That is good alertness. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Puskás taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, if this was a game where both sides played to their strengths, there could only have been one winner, but if Stone...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And this is now today's lineup.
What do you think about the formation here, Jim?
Yeah, Peter, and I would say that this setup is probably mostly geared to the front three. I think keeping them busy with chances is obviously a responsibility for everyone else in the team, so the midfield four in particular are keen to get on the front foot and play their part. The back three have just got to get on with it, and at times they are left a little exposed.
And that gets things running. That has been slung wide. Caresses it through, but he's made sure that's not getting through. Mancini is there to clear. Mbappe tries to cross, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. It's gone out for a throw-in. Puskas. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe. Robson, played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Baldanzi. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Baldanzi. Now Soule. Kone. Now it's Pellegrini. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Puskas. Soboslai. And this is Puskas. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's going to go a long way. Mbappe. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Beckham. Over to the left. Hazard could try cutting inside here. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, that is a nice touch. And here's Soule! Well, there's the clearance. And it's Pellegrini. Azar. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Azar. Soule. Kone. Now it's Pellegrini. Szoboszlai. Robson. Distributed tidily. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. There's the header! It's there! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Hazard, he's through here, and this is Beckham. Up he goes! He's missed, but not by that far. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Celik puts a cross in. Pellegrini plays it short. Now it's Pellegrini. Pellegrini plays it in. And now they can spring out of defence. And back to the keeper they go. Mancini. Kone, Cristante, nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That is lovely. And he's cut it out. Hernandez tries to clear.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Beckham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Hangs one in, good read, needed to be. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick announcement.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Liverpool are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's a sharp little ball here. Picked out brilliantly. Robson. Cruyff has created one goal already. Spread it left. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, sweet feet. Hazard with the delivery. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. He gets big. No, not the best of headers. Cristante. And it's Kone. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Cruyff. Pellegrini. And Celik.
This is the time you need that pace.
Liverpool are still that goal to the good. Kone. And it's Pellegrini. Soule. Nicely weighted ball.
Chance, surely! He's scored! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
After 58 minutes.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Swept in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Celik. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Celik does well to stand firm and defend it. Now it's Baldanzi. That's been slipped through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hazard.
And now the breakaway.
This looks promising.
And he's away. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Hernandez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Szoboszlai with the short one.
Beckham with the cross. Deftly away. Nice bit of trickery. Mbappe is onto this. And he's gone backward here.
Showing good feet. It's Hazard! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's El Shaarawy. Played out to the left flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. De Ligt. Into the last quarter of an hour. He's looking wide. Hazard. That's good play.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, super ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Gets his head on it! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
El Shaarawy. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Dybala.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Cruyff. Looking for the run. Soboslai. Now that looks a decent ball. Cruyff! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
Liverpool are making a change now.
Coming on the field
Neymar
is
coming on here as broadly expected. Well, he's having a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think you've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Kylian Mbappe.
Liverpool take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up
Added
now.
minutes has been indicated.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great vision. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And that is expertly dealt with. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. We are into overtime. Out towards the flank. Cristante. And this is El-Shaarawy. And time is up. Liverpool have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Liverpool leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes
Please
down
make
to
sure
grit
to
and
watch the
desire.
screen.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
the
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And this is now today's lineup.
So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
so we're up and running.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and the commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
Knocks it into space. Oh, important interception. That has been slung wide. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckham. And it's Hernandez. Great defending, strong and determined. Good running, strong and purposeful. De Ligt gets it clear. Wolverhampton have got it back and they'll have another go. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Szoboszlai over to the other side to Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a really well measured ball. Cruyff has it in a wide position. Hoisted in. Oh, he's there to get rid. What a throw in. First quarter of an hour gone.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? This looks promising. Cross goes in there. And the ball is out of play. Robson. Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's an inviting looking ball that. De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Szoboszlai. Robson. And it's Beckham. Goes looking wide. Now it's Hazard. Pass somewhat off target. Wolverhampton deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Oh, good take, and the shot! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
After 29 minutes is number 4, Eden Hazard.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Can he get on the end of this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Beckham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Oh, can he get onto this? Szoboszlai cuts it out. And shifted it to the flank. Plays the return pass.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Played out towards the right wing. Drives it in. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Has a shot! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And they've got their lead back.
The goal scorer after 43
They forced the error
minutes
and
is
extracted the maximum
10.
punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gets a good foot in there.
Now it's
200
Cruyff.
minutes has been
Over to the
indicated.
left.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Robson gets across to intercept. And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
Okay, apart from the obvious mishap, it's been a good half. They're still in the driving seat.
Memorabilia from today's match are now
Liverpool
available.
head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
That gets things going for the second half. And it's Cruyff. Robson. Chooses to go cross-field. And Azar. Hernandez picks it up out wide. And he was quick to react. Szoboszlai. Cruyff hurtling down that right flank. Spread it left. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Opts to play it back. Now it's Mbappe.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Crunching tackle. That's a throw. Robson. Now it's Szoboszlai.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is good alertness. And it's Cruyff. Szoboszlai. Now it's Puskás. And it's made its way to him. Robson.
The attendance for this match was 29,500.
Just about up to the hour now. Oh, that's well spotted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Beckham, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Wolverhampton can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Number 5. Coming on to replace him is number 27.
No, that was never going to make it. De Ligt. Robson. Now it's Puskás. Spread out to the left. Now he's off and running. Cruyff. Now it's Szoboszlai. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's a promising position. Robson with it. He gets big. And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Number 36.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. It's a quick ball upfield.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Hernandez. That's a nicely... Robson! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Well, there's the clearance. Wolverhampton are looking to go forward now. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Stood up well to him there. That has not gone well. Robson. And it's Soboslai. Now it's Puskás. Played out to the left flank. Hazard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Knocks it out wide. Well, that's cause for mild irritation.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Can he finish?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, super find. Robson. And it's Cruyff. Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Nice control. Cruyff. Soboslai. Here comes the cross. And he's there to clear it. And that's it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Puskás claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Provided by the local police.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.